So I just want to say before I get into this that if you're only interested in classic content, then just click off of this video as I'll have more content up for you very soon. If you're interested in TBC Arena though, then keep listening. Now I love classic PvP, don't get me wrong. It's a load of fun. I played private servers endlessly for years, going through all the drama and server hopping from start to finish. I was there when Nostaria shut down and I signed the petition for classic servers. But I also get the itch for competitive arena, and I can't stand the idea of BFA, so I'm just left with classic right now. I don't want to level up on the current TBC servers because the arena scene on them might be dead. But one thing I honestly believe is that when TBC Classic gets going, arena is going to essentially revive WoW as an esport. I think a lot of the high skill cap players are above and beyond interested in the future potential of TBC Classic Arena, and even further on from that, RAF Arena. TBC is my favourite expansion, and it's a lot of others' favourite too. Outland, the raids and heroics are great, but honestly the arena plays are absolutely top tier. The comprehensive strategies and mechanics of TBC Arena is what makes it so interesting to watch and play. Sure, there are annoying matchups, but that's just how the game works. TBC was in one of the best states it could ever be for PvP, and with TBC Classic, we're about to see the skill cap rise even higher than in original TBC. An example is Rogue v Rogue duels. On Classic, it's not that impressive to open on someone and kill them in a stun lock, or double ambush kill them. But in TBC, it's all about playing the trinket game and outplaying your opponent. Sapping vanishes, vanishing blinds. Watch Nilio vs Akrios for some great examples and tell me what you find more entertaining. Then again, everyone has their personal preference. And it is true that flying mounts did kill world PvP to an extent. I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but there used to be a server called Arena Tournament which had thousands of players online, and the server itself was prized on its high skill curve. The best arena players in the world played on it. It was probably the best arena experience I've ever had, even though it was incredibly elitist and toxic. People were just extremely competitive about winning and getting a higher rating. The server used to have TBC and RAF variations. TBC Classic, or whatever you want to call it, is definitely going to happen. Blizzard will most definitely milk their highest subscription rate expansions TBC and RAF. And I think people will want to start practicing at some point very soon in the future, in between playing Classic, to be able to get an edge for when the first official arena season starts. A lot of people are done with the rank 14 grind and are raid logging or leveling ults on Classic now. Another thing to note is the rank 14 grind isn't entirely skill oriented, it's just about how much time you put into the game. That's the difference with arena. Your rating is a badge on your chest and a number above your head which displays and represents your skill level. Whilst it essentially seems dumb to judge someone upon their arena rating because they could have really bad partners, obviously, as we all know, arena rating is a great way to gauge just how good you actually are at the game, and you know if someone manages to go 20-0, then they're obviously sick. You only get one shot to get the Gladiator title and mount, or rank 1 every season. People will want to make every match count. I'm honestly intrigued as to who the future rank 1 players will be in this climate, and whether there will be battle groups in the end. In the future, Blizzard should definitely consider bringing the official arena tournament servers online, as it would attract a ton of competition and viewership on Twitch. A good time would possibly be at the end of every season. People would even pay to enter, just like they used to. For real though, it's going to be a special feeling when the Dark Portal opens again and everyone swarms into Hellfire Peninsula. This major event will only happen once more in a significant fashion, just like when AQ releases on Classic. I look forward to playing Eye of the Storm, that's one of my favourite battlegrounds. Spamming BGs for honour to buy PvP gear, grinding my rating up to be able to buy the Season 1 set. Ruins of Lordaeron is my favourite arena, and Karazhan and Zalaman are my favourite raids. I think Blizzard will definitely be shocked at the surge of interest in TBC Arena, as TBC and Wrath was the game's prime when it comes to PvP and subscription rates. It was also the prime for raiding and PvE. It would be dumb not to host an arena tournament at the end of every season because it just means more money for them. I've had people recommend various TBC servers to me because I'm interested in actually practicing in between playing Classic. I only really play WoW because I love the PvP, and considering I've basically cut all ties to PvE for the time being, I could easily juggle both. One server that was recommended to me was Endless, but the problem with this server is it isn't specifically an arena server and the scene may not be that active after the initial hype dies down. And even though the experience rates are ×5, I'm too lazy to bother unless the arena scene is absolutely booming, as I don't want to waste time leveling a character for the arena scene to be dead. Netherwing was recommended, but it's ×1 rates and not a designated arena server, so it'd take forever to level and the arena scene may not even be that active. Another server people recommended is Warmane's Outland, but unfortunately the population has dwindled to less than 300, and that's also not a designated arena server. Light's Vengeance has just launched, but it's filled with Russian and Chinese players, and gold selling is rampant on there already. It's also PvE only, so the arena scene will be dormant. Lastly, you have Smolderforge. This server has been alive for 12 years now, which is a damn long time to be up and running. The person that runs it is Henhouse, who also launched a Classic PvP server before Classic launched. This server is PvP specific. I checked it out and there was around 100 people online, but no arena matches were active. I also realised that the server isn't new player friendly, as a handful of teams who take arena seriously on Smolderforge are already maxed out in brutal gear, which makes it harder for fresh teams to gain rating as they're in vengeful gear, consistently facing only brutal gear opponents. I think a good idea for Smolderforge or any upcoming TBC server to attract new players in the coming future is to either A, reset everyone's gear, or B, make a fresh arena tournament server. It'd be fulfilling to play on a clean equal slate, fresh but with a server that rotates between Season 1 to Season 4 and then resets back to Season 1 on a cycle all the way up to when TBC Classic actually launches. This provides a perfect training ground for TBC Classic, as people can learn the meta for each season, and it also keeps the server progressive. If you had cash prizes, it would provide even more incentive for high skill cap players and give people an early taste of TBC competition. This would also attract other content creators and streamers to it. But inevitably, if it got popular, a lot of high skill cap players would play so they aren't rusty when TBC actually launches. A lot of people will be striving for the Gladiator title and mount. This in turn would revive the TBC arena scene at least temporarily until TBC Classic arrives, because it gives people a way of practicing. I mean, I would happily wait for TBC Classic, but if anyone manages to bring this idea to life or something similar before TBC Classic launches, then best believe I'll be on it practicing. Gladiator title is going to be a massive deal in TBC Classic, and a lot of the matches at high rating will be incredible to play and watch. One thing that worries me with TBC Classic is leeway, because on Classic it's actually pretty shit, to be honest. I really hope that they listen and tune it for Arena. Blizzard needs to stop underestimating people's desire for PvP in WoW, because it's the most unique high skill capped PvP MMORPG experience available. These are just my thoughts though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thanks for watching and listening. Feel free to support me on my Patreon if you really want to support me. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and check out some of my other videos on my channel. See you guys next time.